Halloween just keeps chugging along here on Testosterone Overload. I have one more comic book to share that is perfect for Sam Hain this evening. We're talking about a comic book that back in 1991 would really move the candy. If there was ever a comic book that belonged in Pumpkingate, it was probably this one right here. It's a trilogy. It's from DC Comics and Dark Horse Comics. It's the first time I ever saw two comic book companies team up. And was in this trilogy for Batman versus Predator. Now this is something I'm going to tell you right now. You should just shut this video off, go down to your local comic shop before it closes, and pick this bad boy up because you're going to love reading it this evening without a doubt. I'm going to take you through it real quick. One of the things I absolutely love about it is the artwork. We did the Ragman comic book just a few days ago. And this is very reminiscent, very much a similar Gotham City is showing here. You know, dark, seedy underbelly, a lot of earth tones. I really enjoy it. This is written by Dave Gibbons. This is penciled by Andy Kubert and inked by his brother Adam Kubert. And there's this boxing match going on here in Gotham. And both of these boxers, each one is owned by a different kingpin of Gotham. And, you know, but it's a fair fight. It's a fair fight. And you got this, this is Liev Schreiber, who you might know, you played Sabretooth in the X-Men, no, excuse me, in Wolverine Origins. Yeah, that's him, Liev Schreiber. And he's just down in like the trailer park. He runs the junkyard essentially. And his dog's barking, Satan, God dang, shut up, Satan, trying to watch. He's drinking a Budweiser, got his cat hat on. And he kicks the dog out. And he's like, here's something out there, Satan. What happened? The dog's dead. What? Uh-oh, we know what that is. That's the Predator, right? Splush! Plenty of blood in this comic for all you kids out there. Done. Dead. Why? We don't know, but there we see. There we see the hand. And we have a winner. We have a winner in the boxing match on the television. And the Predator says, congratulations, champ. Well done, Jaeger. And these two are, you know, talking back and forth. This is the mayor of Gotham City who's totally corrupt. And they have this long conversation. And you know, the conversations really aren't that important in this. Master Bruce is very curious to know what's going on. He's going to be meeting with the great philanthropist Alex Jaeger, who's one of the crime lords in Gotham. Philanthropist, sir? I understand he was some sort of a gangster. He is, Alfred. Gotham's biggest. The view from the top of the pile should be quite illuminating. And so here we have the champ, Marcus. He has won his fight. He's in bed with his lady in the penthouse there at Trump Plaza. Maybe it's not Trump Plaza, but we can pretend because it's the plaza. And all of a sudden this blood like drips down onto them, which is great. And the Predator drops through the ceiling. And there's the fight, and he just destroys him. The Predator just kills him dead. And the Predator takes not only his head and his spine, but the Predator also takes his hands. I'm guessing he took the hands because he's a boxer, and so that's the trophy that the Predator really wants other than the head. And, of course, you know, Bruce is going to dress up in his Batman costume and go find out what's going on. And Predator's watching, you know, he's cloaked. He sees, you know, and this is really great. They do the thermal Predator point of view in this, which is awesome. And here we have the other, Mr. Broden, who is the other not Kingpin, but the other crime lord in Gotham. And he's bitching at his boxer who lost. And Batman shows up to talk about it. You're a loser, Broden. How does it feel? Want revenge? Want Alex Jaeger's head in your trophy case, perhaps? Or maybe Marcus King's? Get him out of here. King's dead, Broden. Someone took him apart after the fight. The betting's on you. You're betting on the wrong guy, buddy. But thanks for the sportscast. Now get out. We're busy. You heard what Mr. Broden said. And Batman beats up, you know, like all three of these pugilists. Pugilism, if you're not familiar, if you're young, you might not know. Pugilism is what boxing was called back at the turn of the century. Not the turn of the 20th century, the turn of the 19th century. And so Predator's, you know, following Batman, trying to find out what's going on. Batman's trying to figure out who this could be. No clue that it's an alien from another planet who's here just having some happy hunting. I do not know why this dinosaur is in the Batcave. I do not know why there is a giant, what I'm assuming, Joker head in the Batcave either. This really threw me off. And some of this art, I mean, like the art is excellent. It's very seedy. It's very kind of a neo-noir sort of a vibe. But there are some panels that just confuse the hell out of me when I was reading this. So it turns out that the Predator has shown up and killed the other boxer too. He wants them all. It's happy hunting season for him. And you see Predator's watching everything. He's paying attention. Gordon is pissed. He wants this taken care of. And they see, oh, fire, open fire. No, hold your fire. Hold your fire, damn it. We got a street full of people here. What the hell are you playing at? Take cover. And Batman sees something. He stands up and look, the bead's right on his chest. And he just stands there. And the bead disappears because the Predator, there's rules to the game, right? There's rules to the game. Predator wants a fair fight. Hand-to-hand combat. He could take him out from a distance, but he's not going to. He wants to fight him hand-to-hand. Commissioner Gordon said, what are you playing at? I'm not sure, but I think I'm starting to understand the rules. So Batman's trying to figure out what's going on while Alfred cleans everything up. And they're not getting any closer to an answer. Batman knows something's up. So there's going to be this big meeting at the Squire Center. The criminal heads are going to meet at Squire Center, which is owned by Raymond Squire, who's a property tycoon. And he's going to try to, be the moderator between the two crime lords. And Batman, of course, is going to show up and see what's going on. So he shows up as Bruce and plants a bug so he can listen. Then he goes downstairs and puts on his costume and listens in. And sure enough, Predator shows up. He wants some. And Predator just takes out everybody. And Batman, is, rushes up there to try to fight. And they're going to fight. But this guy fires this big shotgun, and it knocks the Predator out the window, and the Predator falls. But, of course, he cloaks himself, and so nobody can see him, disappears. Batman's got the blood on his hands. It's too bad they made it yellow, because if you remember in Predator 2, the Predator bleeds like that phosphorescent green, which I thought was always really cool. And I'm kind of disappointed they didn't do that here. Went with yellow instead. So Batman's kind of figuring out, based on where all the people have been killed, that, okay, when he first showed up, what he did was he tried to find a place to have as his base, his headquarters, and he chose the junkyard. And that's why he killed the guy in the beginning that looked like Liev Schreiber. So Batman goes down to the junkyard and goes into the trailer and finds the skulls, finds a body hanging upside down. There's the championship belt from the boxing match. And sure enough, Batman notices, there he is, the Predator. He's fixing up his wound like he did in Predator 2, if you recall that. But Predator notices him and throws his discus. I don't know what else to call this boomerang blade thing that he throws. He uses his lance. I guess we call that a lance, right? Space lance. And Batman, though, he knows that the guy's covered with metal, right? So Batman uses the giant magnet to basically smash the trailer apart. And I don't know why he didn't just pick the trailer up. I would have picked the trailer up because he's covered in metal, so the magnet would have attracted him to it too, and the Predator would have been stuck on the magnet, and he could have easily just went up and cut his head off. But Batman didn't think to do that. So, and of course, see you, son of a... And then Batman's just laying there prone, and Predator's ready to kill him. And that's where this story ends. So where do we go from here? Oh, I think you already know. I think we go to Batman vs. Predator 2, because this comic book trilogy is going to continue to move the candy for us here on Pumpkingate. Great cover, again. Still by Dave Gibbons. Art still by the Kubert brothers. Predator's going to kill him. Understand the rules. Championship. And Batman like hits this button. All of a sudden, the Batmobile crashes through the gate. And Batman kicks the Predator off of him real quick. And he dives into the Batmobile. And he races away, a bloody mess. And it looks like the sword is stuck in Batman's side. And, Commissioner Gordon and the cops show up, not even in the nick of time. They barely missed the action. And, we're going to search the junkyard. There's so many places to hide. That killer's in here somewhere. The slasher, as they call him. So Gordon has to report back to the mayor, Mayor Lieberman, who's a total crook, and is very unhappy. I'm very unhappy with you, Gordon. Very unhappy. Insulting my important friends is bad enough. Allowing some madman to kill one is unforgivable. You'd better be making every effort to catch whoever's doing this, or I'll have your head on a plate, Gordon. Understand? Stuff in his mouth with spaghetti. And this is some blood on, this is some blood on some stalagmites. Or are those stalactites? I can't remember which ones go up and which ones go down. Sorry, it's been a long time since I was in 6th grade. But there's blood on the Batcave. Just that one panel. And now with the crime lord Yeager out of the way, Leonard is going to be able to take over. I think this is his mother, maybe? It seems like this is his mom. And she's like secretly in charge, I guess? I don't know. Whatever. Here's a tattered bat suit and Alfred's feather duster laying on the ground. This blood down here, soaked in blood, right? Well, I call it blackmail, Broden. No, I'm not saying that I won't discuss it. Let's not be hasty. Let me think about your proposal. Look, I have to be out of town for a few days. Unavoidable, We'll speak when I return. Everything set, Marcia? Affirmative, Mr. Squire. The ski lodge has been prepared, so Squire's going to dip out of town while the Predator's hunting because he doesn't want to get killed. And all of a sudden, he hits this button and there's a blackout, which this didn't make much sense until you turn the page. The lights? What? And of course, the Predator is coming for him in the elevator, no less. And blop, blop. Blood just sprays out of the elevator door. I don't think that's possible. This is like The Shining here, right? And there's the Predator. Good day at the office. So I don't think he doesn't kill the chick, but he spreads the blood all over. Gordon's just shocked. And we have this other close-up here. It's like something taped up. It looks like a person maybe taped up, some blood, a couple little Band-Aids, or the little pins that hold the bandages to him. They've got the bat signal, but Batman's not showing up, Why? Why is Batman not showing up? Because he's in a full body cast, because he had the shit kicked out of him by the Predator. And Alfred's taking care of him, and Alfred closes the blinds so he doesn't see it, because even though he can't see it anyways. Predator's, just going to go kill some more people, He's all about killing more people. And killing more people. And killing more people. And Gordon, it's just, a rainy day in Gotham. Got to figure out what's going on here. I don't know what to do. So he gives a call to Wayne Manor and asks to talk to Batman, I guess. Yes, I need to speak with him. Find out if he's still alive, at least. I'm calling well-connected and influential citizens like Mr. Wayne in the hope that someone might know where. Mr. Wayne is out of town, sir. No idea when he'll be back. I see. Sure, thanks. So, Bruce is still rehabbing. And the captain here has some bold new proposals. The mayor is just still pissed, and it's like, we just need to, walk through the town shooting everyone, basically, is the proposal. But that's not going to work. The mayor goes in, so Gordon and the guys are talking, and the mayor's, I don't know if he's in there taking a dump or what. Yeah, he is. He's going in to take a dump. And sure enough, he gets strung up and murdered. But nobody, how did no one hear this? You know what I mean? It's happening just through this door. Gordon kicks the door in, and there's the body hanging upside down already. There's that stinking T-Rex again. And Bruce is getting up. I don't have time for this, Alfred. I've got to fight. Always, every day, I have to fight, brother. We're at police headquarters, only minutes away from the deadline imposed yesterday by the city council following the murder of Mayor Julius Lieberman. Commissioner? Batman, Gotham needs you. This is no ordinary murderer we're dealing with. Only your skill, your experience, your instinct can end this reign of terror. Otherwise, at dawn, tomorrow, SWAT teams with divisions of the National Guard will begin a street-by-street sweep of the city. The potential for the loss of human life is enormous. On behalf of all Gotham citizens, and as a friend, I beg you, help us, Batman. And, Predator's just checking out the tube, watching Gordon on the tube, which is kind of odd. And, dead, injured, or just plain afraid. Batman has deserted Gotham. Bum, bum, bum. Predator's triumphant. Ha, ha, ha. And so then, Predator, this is a female detective. It's not Barbara Gordon. I don't want you to think it is. It's a female detective. And she's talking to Jim about some stuff. And Batman calls the commissioner, tells him, I'm back in action, baby. And sure enough, Predator comes for Jim, shoots his gun out of his hand, and stands right over him, is about to kill him when the female detective shows up and just blasts him full of lead. Blam, 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 blam. Get out, sir. Kandowski. No. Sorry, sir. Gotham needs you too. He tries to help him. The Predator comes for her, and Predator shoots him, I think, or he falls and barely misses him. And sure enough, the Predator picks up the phone. Jimmy, still. Fight me. Who's this? Son of a bitch. Batman hangs up the phone. Sir, the commissioner? If only you'd woken me earlier, Alfred. So Batman's got like this high-fangled, like high-tech thing going on here, maybe? We're going to find out. Jim is okay. He's got his arm, bandaged up. The female detective was murdered ruthlessly by the Predator. And sure enough, like they are going to turn off the bat signal. And Batman turns it on. It's like, you had me worried. I'm the one it wants. Let it come and get me. So Batman is ready for war in this super awesome high-tech suit here. Looks really cool, actually. It's like, this is what you have to wear if you want to combat the Predator, I think. And where do you go from here? Where do we go? This fine Pumpkin Gate Eve? Well, you go to Batman vs. Predator Part 3 of 3. Now, does this not look like an awesome comic book? Yeah, this makes you want it, doesn't it? Let's just see what's going on in here, huh? There's a lot of fun stuff going on in here, guys. A lot of fun stuff. There it is. They're going to go at it face to face, once and for all. Batman vs. Predator. All happens in the pages of Batman vs. Predator number 3 of 3 from DC Comics and Dark Horse Comics. And this comic, without a doubt, will move the candy for you. I'm not going to spoil it for you because I want you to go pick it up and check out all the glory. You'll get it for cheap, I am sure, and it is going to be worth every single penny you have in your little pocket. And you're going to want it because it's totally awesome. It is totally awesome. And I highly recommend it. So, I appreciate all of you for watching this totally awesome comic book review. And I look forward to bringing you another totally awesome comic book review tomorrow. And I hope each and every one of you has a very, very happy Halloween out there with all your little ghosts and ghouls. Please hit the like. Please subscribe. Hit that ding dong for notifications. And I'll be back tomorrow for another comic book review. Happy Halloween. From yours truly, Matt Legit, here on Testosterone. Overload.